So good morning, welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Standing chest and shoulder opening. So as soon as we start moving into shoulders, I start being aware of all of you guys who have sore shoulders. So mind your shoulders, do less, adapt. Those of you who don't like kneeling, sit on a chair, really find your way with this. The most important thing is you turn up and that you move and that you're connecting to how it is that you move in wellness. So sit in a chair, don't lift your arms so high, and come rest into a child's pose. Come. So knees are bent and your bum is resting back in the direction of your feet. Arms are either forwards or they can be back. And just settling in. Just take a few deep breaths. I have Poppy in with me today. Granny Pops. Nice. And then bring your elbows so that they're just underneath your shoulders. And then take your right hand and either bring your right hand to your hip or try and scratch your back on the right. And notice in wellness what is possible here. Just go, oh, I can bring my hand behind me, or I can bring my hand to my hip, or I can just rest my hand or reach my hand back somewhere there. Notice where your right hand goes to. Maybe it rests into your lower back, maybe it doesn't. Nice. Other side. Take your left hand slowly, hand to your hip, or see if you can bring your hand behind your back. Very necessary skill. Oh, I've got an itch on my back and I'm in the child's pose. Nice. Really finding where can you reach your arm. Great. Bring your elbow back to the floor. Stretch your right hand back so it rests beside your right foot. And then just reach back and up towards the ceiling with your palm facing the ceiling. And just notice what is possible reaching behind you there. And then out to the side and forward. So begin to sweep your arm really slowly. Maybe it goes from forward from the front of your mat till your hand is resting onto your lower back. Or maybe you're acknowledging twangs and places that you need to mind. So these are the places you need to mind all the way through the class. Okay, nice. Other side. Left hand, let it roam, let it travel. For me, what I find is when my left hand goes behind me, I start to do something with my head to help my arm go a bit higher. I didn't know that before. I'm like, wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, I can feel if I round my head down, I can get my hand higher behind my back. Whereas on the right side, I don't need to round my head down. So interesting. Yeah, nice. Bring both hands to the floor and then just shoulder shrug. Squeeze your shoulders back and draw your shoulders forward. Squeeze your shoulders back and draw your shoulders forward. You're just listening deeply to this moment in your body. Nice. Walk your hands one handprint forward from where they are. Grab the floor deeply. Round your back. And then sit your bum back, staying rounded. And then lean your hips forward, staying rounded. So really slowly travel forwards and backwards, keeping a sense of roundedness through the spine. So rounded is where your spine is moving backwards towards the ceiling. And you're pulling your navel towards your spine. Again, for me, I can hear that there's a click in the left shoulder if I go down too deep. So I'm going to stop moving before I get to the click. Nice. I don't have to override my clicks. Oh, I'm just going to pause. Slow it down. One more time. Super. Both hands under your shoulders. From here, bend your right elbow and then try and look at the ceiling behind your left shoulder. Like you're looking behind you towards the ceiling. And then come back up. And then do it again. Bend your right elbow. Turn, so you try and look at the ceiling behind your left shoulder and come back up. One more time. Turn. You're going really slowly, listening in, and then come back up. Other side. Bend your left elbow. Turn your head like you're trying to see the ceiling behind the right shoulder. Back up. Well, that's very different left to right for me as I do this. What's the difference for you? Last one. And come all the way back up. Nice. Take your right hand, glide it under your left armpit, shoulder to the floor. Really push your right shoulder into the floor. Feel that anchoring deeply through the right side of your arm or the outside of your arm, the deep of your shoulder. My left hand is scaffolding and is deeply pushing into the floor. Nice. Other side. Glide the left arm under your right armpit. Push the left shoulder into the floor. The outer edge of my left arm is really connecting powerfully to the floor. Right hand is scaffolding. It's really strong. So I feel like I have loads of space. Rather than me collapsing towards the floor, I'm really pushing dynamically into the floor and creating a sense of space in the push. Can you feel the spirals through the skin of your back, through the muscles of your back? Nice. Come all the way back up. Super. So the next movements, you can do them sitting in a chair if you don't want to kneel. You can do them standing up if you don't want to kneel. You can do them sitting on your bum if you don't want to kneel. Okay. See what you want to do if you don't want to kneel. Okay. So from here, reach your right hand behind you and just bring your right hand into your lower back. Nice. And then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and bring your hand either to the top of your head, the back of your head, or between your shoulder blades. So just sweep, arm back. Maybe it comes to rest into the lower back. And then arm up. Maybe it comes to rest between the shoulder blades. Listening, if there's any click, then stop before the click happens. Nice. Other side. Really listen. Is there any click happening as you do this? Any twang happening? How do you listen to your body as you move? Yeah, so for me, I have to compress a little bit more, not on the back of my left hand, but on the top. As I go to bring my hand behind my head, I can feel that there's a compression. So I'm going to slow that down and just do a little bit less and do it slower. Nice. One more time. So I don't have to compress to get anywhere. I'm acknowledging, wow, that's so interesting. I found out something new about my arm. Cool. So both arms back. Maybe your fingertips touch. Both arms up. Maybe your fingertips, maybe you bring your hands behind your head. Touch. Maybe you don't. Behind your head. Touch. Just feel that. Maybe you interlock your fingers. So you're really steadily listening. You're trying to work out the language of your shoulder. What's it telling you as you move? Nice. One more time. Bring your fingers behind you. Maybe they just reach back. Maybe they interlock. If they're interlocking, then maybe you straighten your arms out. Maybe you just reach your arms back. So either arms are just back and reaching back. If you're sitting on a chair, that's amazing. Or maybe you're interlocking your fingers and squeezing your arms back. So imagine that you can breathe a bit deeper into the front of your chest. And that there's an expansion and a stretching every time you inhale. You're drawing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Your chin is tucking in. Nice. Release. Hands to the floor if you're on your knees. And just do a shoulder shrug here. Shoulders move forwards, shoulders move backwards. So again, if you're adapting and on a chair, stay where you are, or bring your right foot forward to the front of your mat. Okay, bring your right hand to your right thigh. Sweep your left arm across into elephant. So elephant is where your arm sweeps across, comes to rest beside the corner of your left eye, and you feel length from the deep of your belly all the way into your fingertips. You can, if you want, then turn and look towards the left upper arm. So you're looking towards the arm. Sweep down. Maybe you reach back and reach back towards the left foot behind you. Nice. Up and around, elephant. And then back towards the left foot. Elephant. Back. Elephant. Back. Next time you do elephant, pause. So I'm really pushing my left hand into my right hand into my knee. I'm reaching through that left hand. I'm lengthening into the belly. I've turned my head in the direction of the arm. I'm breathing. Nice. Sweep your left hand back. Bring it back towards the foot. Maybe you touch lightly. Maybe you don't. Maybe you float. If you're touching lightly, if you're touching heavy, you might want to reach your right arm back behind you, but only if you feel really comfortable. This is one of those gung-ho ones. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Nice. Sweep back. Come up. Change. Right, left leg forward, left hand on left knee. Elephant, across. And I look under my armpit. And then reach back, touch. Across, elephant. And touch. Across, elephant. Right hand sweeps. Right hand touches the right foot. Sweeps. And all the way down, right foot. Next time, you're going to hold it. So sweeping across, pause. Feel the length from the deep of your belly, that elastic feeling of connectivity. Nice. Coming back. Maybe you point in the direction of your back foot. Maybe you touch your back foot. Maybe you lean deeply into it. If you're leaning deeply into it, you can sweep the left hand back. And all the way forward. Push back, downward dog. All the way back. Find your downward dog. Pause. Listen to your shoulders. Listen to your legs. As always, as soon as I end up in a downward dog, I want to start connecting and moving my whole body. It's a place where suddenly I'm like, oh, I can check out all the rooms of me. It's like moving into or when when we were kids and you'd land in the holiday home, we would run into every room and check out every single room, every little cupboard in the house. We'd open everything. And then we'd all run down and we'd have bags the rooms that we wanted to stay in. So right now, run into all the different rooms of you. So feel your feet, check out your calves, feel your thighs, moving them, hips and buttocks, lower back and belly, chest, spine, neck, shoulders, arms, face and head. Check out the rooms of you. I like it. Walk forward and come all the way up to stand. So during the week we were doing standing, so we're going to do it again, balancing. So start with your left foot on the floor. So many different options of balance, okay? So you can have your hand really firmly on the wall if you wish. You can have your one fingertip on the wall. You can have no hands on the wall. You can have a toe on the floor. You can have your foot off the floor. You can lift your knee high. You can close your eyes. So at any one of those points, just close your eyes and see how it becomes a really deeply embodied moment. Can you balance and teach a yoga class? Oh, God. Feel the extraordinary lengths that your body will go to maintain balance. It's equilibrium. Find your distance. Remember that if you're over 80 or over 70, you should be able to close your eyes for 3 seconds and balance. If you're under 40, you should be able to do it for 20 seconds, give or take. Of course, there's natural variations. Other side. So left hand to the wall, fingers to the wall, toe on the floor, toe floating off the floor, knee lifting really high, eyes closed. Eyes closed wherever you are, and just seek a little bit more connection. It was amazing. When I stood on the nail last week, when I stood on the nail, it was one of the coolest things to do was stand on that foot during that day, and let it feel itself and heal itself. It was incredible. Really telling my body that it was okay to take weight. There was nothing damaged, of course. This is why I could do that. Nice. Cool. Okay, so stand to the front of your mat. That was cool. Step your left foot back into a lunge position. So a lunge position is where your front foot is pointing directly forward, your front knee is bent. Your back leg is at a 45-degree angle, your back leg is straight. Bring both hands to your front thigh and just sit a little bit deeper down so you have a sense of really settling into your bum, into your thighs. Try and get taller. So instead of leaning your torso forward towards the front thigh, lean more into the back of your body, like you're trying to reverse away and get taller. Nice. Sweep your left hand across into elephant. Maybe you turn your head towards the left as well to look under your elbow, under your armpit. And then sweep your left hand behind you, reach it back towards the left leg. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you sweep your right arm across into sideways elephant. Nice. Sweep. Left hand up, elephant. Left hand back, or right hand back. Or left hand back and right hand back. Both arms back. Just find it. Left arm. And then backwards, right arm sweeps across. Nice, we're going to hold it. So hold on firmly to your right thigh. Sweep the left arm across into elephant. Feel the whole side of your body on the left now lengthening deeply. Maybe you turn your head in the direction, your eyes in the direction of the left elbow. Lean a little bit deeper by bending your front knee more. Nice. Sweep your left hand down. Sweep it back towards the left thigh. Right arm across, sideways. Bend your front knee more. Holy schmoly. Step forward. Pause. Nice. Other side. Right leg steps back. 45-degree angle in the back leg. Bend the front knee deeply. My hips are facing more or less towards the right side, so I'm going to turn and face them forward towards the left thigh. So bend your knee more and then reverse yourself backwards and get taller upwards. Do that, I engage my bum, I squeeze my bum on the right. Keep holding onto your left thigh. Sweep the right arm across, elephant. Nice. Sweep the right hand back, hold on to your thigh. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you sweep the left hand back, sideways. Begin to travel. Right arm, front. Left arm, sideways, backwards. Elephant with your right arm. Elephant with your left arm. We're going to hold the next one. So right arm across, lean into it by bending your knee more. Nice. Sweeping back, left hand back, right arm across. Nice. Whoo-wee. Walk your toes a little bit closer together. Just a moment of swan for Deirdre. So reach your arms up, bend your elbows, sweep your elbows backwards and down, kind of sweeping them down, bending them. And then diving forward, rounding your back. Swan, dive, swan, dive. Nice, one more time. Swan, dive. Nice, hands to your hips, just roll deep circle. And then roll in the other direction. Nice, come lie on the floor, all the way down. Land. You can stretch your legs up and towards the ceiling. You can have your knees bent. You can have the soles of your feet together. You can squeeze your feet up towards your belly. And just land. How is it to be in your body right now? Did you adapt? Did you listen? Did you keep yourself well in the midst of that movement? You know, intense shoulders, strong and intense hips, side body. You know, did you listen and maintain a sense of integrity in the movement you created? Such a deep question. Like, how do we do what feels right rather than do what Ciara says? Nice. Nice. So just rock from side to side wherever you are, gently rocking, feeling, connecting, deepening. Nice. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Wiggle your toes. Shake your legs. Nice. And just stay there. Pause on the floor, rest on the floor. Have a moment of ease. That sense of, wow, I've moved, I've connected, and now I'll pause. Thanks for joining me. That was lovely. See you tomorrow, Sunday Yum. We'll be on the floor, opening into the hips, deep hips tomorrow, and shoulders and neck included as well. So 18, we're still on the shoulder buzz. Great to have a wonderful day. Enjoy. The sun is out for here at the moment. It seems it'll be sunny for a few days, which is so amazing. It's been pretty rainy and dark for a while with wind and stuff. So it's really nice. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and be you by listening to the deep of you and following the sensations. And that's all we have. Like, what is this sensation? What is the deep of me saying? Nice. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.